tonight I'm very excited because I'm seeing the rock band Muse at Nassau Coliseum tonight. It's Saturday night, by the way. This is actually my second time seeing them because, as you can see, they're my favorite band ever. So before I get onto my excitement about why I love them so much, I figure I'll give you a background check on the band because I don't know how many of you actually have heard their music or have even heard their name before. Muse started in 1994, actually in England, and it consists of 3 musicians, all very, very talented. Matthew Bellamy, who does lead vocals, piano, guitar, and pretty much plays every instrument on the planet. Christopher Wolstenholme, who does backup vocals and bass and minor instruments like harmonica. And 3, Dominic Howard, who provides the drums, percussion section, synthesizing, and sampling. Now, Muse is so interesting because it's hard to find 2 of their songs that actually sound the same. They actually combine a wide range of musical genres, such as progressive rock, alternative rock, classical music, and electronica genres. And their lyrics aren't the typical lyrics that you find in popular music today, about acquiring money and fame. A lot of their lyrics have underlining messages of revolution, which I find really interesting. But it's not only their innovative music that makes it so appealing to audiences, it's also their performance quality that attracts its fans. I can relate to them because they're big perfectionists, and you can see it in the production that they put on for their shows. You can tell when musicians perform their passion for it. It's only 3 people, yet they produce this sound that's so electrifying and so stimulating that you can feel it in waves just traveling through the whole audience. And that's how I felt on my first experience, so I can't wait to experience it again later. Muse has actually been around since 1999 with their first release of the album Showbiz, but they haven't reached substantial popularity until Twilight actually incorporated their song Supermassive Black Hole into the first Twilight Saga movie. And that song was actually from a 2006 album titled Black Holes and Revelation. Sometimes as an artist you have to do that, and you have to advertise your music in order to be heard. And Muse is at the right place at the right time when Twilight came out, because so many little screaming girls saw the movie and heard that song, and now the band has blown up. And Twilight, I think the Twilight movie came out last year or 2 years ago, but Muse has been around since 1994 with their first release album in 1999. It almost took them 10 years to gain popularity. If you're a musician or just an artist in general, you have to be patient because you don't know. You could have a breakthrough, but sometimes you have to wait 10 years before you're noticed. First of all, I'm not a fan of Twilight at all. Hate it. So, obviously then, I've known Muse before Twilight. And I listen to their music all the time from all 5 albums and even their 3 live albums. So you can imagine how much it infuriates me when people become fans of Muse just because they heard it in Twilight. And actually, sadly, Muse was asked to write a song for the 3rd Twilight Saga movie, Eclipse, called Neutron Star Collision, aka Love is Forever. Breaks my heart. So now I've given you the background and my personal emotions of just the band in general, and later I will report on how the concert was, so see you guys later. So it's the day after the show, and I'm getting post-concert symptoms. My throat hurts, my arms hurt, my ears are ringing because, of course, I forgot earplugs. It's not smart. But besides that, it was incredible. I loved it so much, and I'm so glad I went. Compared to the first show that I saw, it was pretty much the same basic format since it's the same tour for their latest album, The Resistance. But there were some differences like song order and song choice. For instance, at one point they decided to play House of the Rising Sun and let the audience sing it. So you have the whole Nassau Coliseum singing the song. It was really fun. And also compared to the first show, there are a few minor technical difficulties. It was about the third song that they were into, and it was in the middle of the song, and it was playing, and some of the speakers blow out. They're continuing to play, but you can't hear anything, and we just look at each other and like, 5, give us 5. And pretty much in 5 minutes, it was very quick. The speakers were replaced, and they picked up right where they went off, right where they left off, and it's like nothing ever happened. It's pretty cool that that happened actually, because it shows how tight their band is. They were able to solve the problem together really quickly with, you know, the techies, and just jumping back into it like that, you know, it shows what tight musicianship they have with one another, and they just work together so well. So something like that really proves it to the audience, and you can really appreciate it. I'm so glad that they were able to fix the issue, because my seats, I didn't have seats. We were general admission, which means you stand in front of the stage, which is so much fun because you're just all standing together, jumping around, and all that stuff. It's really fun. And we were all looking at each other during that 5-minute interval, like, are we gonna have to go home? We paid so much money for these spots in front of the stage, and we're just gonna go home. So, but everything worked out just fine. It was a great show, and I'm so glad I went to it. It was so much better the second time. Well, that's it for my briefing about the concert. I hope you learned something about the band, and I hope if you do know the band that you get to see them live sometime, because it is truly an amazing experience, and I guarantee that you will enjoy it very much. So, thank you for watching. Bye.